Hi guys, this is a bit of a kind of uh, spur of the moment YouTube live. I've just been sat in front of the computer for a couple of hours sorting out my blog post and video that you guys should have seen come up. If you haven't, then check back because the One Sheet Wonder for today is live. Got in there on by the skin of my pants, or the skin of my teeth rather. Fine by the seat of my pants. That's it. Yeah, because it's nearly 11:30 here in the UK, and I just had this urge to have a look at some of my retired stamps because I've been digging out some stamps to do a workshop with some children tomorrow, and we're going to be using some retired stuff because it's just perfect for what I need. Hey Zoe, nice to see you. And oh, I just love stippled blossoms. I know we don't have it anymore, but may this video be a warning to you that if you say oh, it does it April, oh dear, oh, keep checking back, it should be available soon because some people have seen it and have commented. Let this be a warning to you that if there's a stamp set that you love and you know it's going to be retiring, which you will get the retiring list very soon actually, yeah, it's worth purchasing it because I know that this stamp set in particular can go fetch quite a bit of money sometimes. So this stamp set is called Stippled Blossoms, and try to find the packaging. Oh, there it is. It's this one here. And it is from a number of years ago, and I am not going to be getting rid of it. I love it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it out with some of our current colours. So I've already stamped, as you can see, the main stamp here, the flower, in Gorgeous Grape. And then I'm using Blackberry Bliss to go over the top. So I did stamp that first, then that one, and that is the second generation stamping that you're seeing there. And it's, look at it, isn't it beautiful? I love it. Now, we do have some lovely leaves in this stamp set. However, another of my absolute favourites, again, I don't think I'm going to be parting with this very soon, although I haven't used it for a while, but this is a really good excuse to use it, is this one, French Foliage. It's an absolute classic, and the last time I checked on eBay, I think it was going for £50, and I'd have to have it shipped from America. So, yeah, it is a beautiful one. And I'm just going to have a little play with it right now because I want to. But let's have a go using some more current colours. So I'm going to grab Call Me Clover and see what it looks like in our current colours. And that's the beauty of it. Now, you see, me as a demonstrator, I end up, you know, being very strict and purging my stamp collections when the new catalogue comes out because for me, it is kind of pointless holding on to stamps that I can't sell anymore. But I do have my own personal little collection of my favourite stamps that I hold on to because I love them. So Cindy says, oh, we'll see if my demonstrator has these sets in her yard sale. Get that the right way around. Oh, I think it's that way. Bring back in the Blackberry Bliss. So in the days when we used to use a Stamp-A-Majig, or if you still do use it, it is worth cutting yourself some extra pieces of plastic and stamping the one that you're going to do the second layer in some Stays-On ink. Oh, there we go, I've just found it. Here's the other one. So look, it even says, see if you can see that, it says this side up, and look, I've done that in that corner, that in that corner. You see that, the leaf? That's the leaf there, and that's the other flower. Oh, that's the other flower. Oh, right. I've got two of those. Right, I'll put that one away. I might not do this to all of them because that would be a little bit tedious. But look, this is how it works. Now, if you never got in on the whole Stamp-A-Majig business, I do believe other companies have made their own. And you can also, top tip, make it out of Lego. So don't worry about buying a fancy-wancy one. Just grab yourself some Lego and make one yourself. Or ask a child to do it for you. Show them a picture and way to go. Get them to make one for you. You know, get them working, eh? So, and then all you need to do is make sure you cut a piece of plastic, but make sure that the right angles are right. So I would recommend using your Stampin' Up! Trimmer for that, to do that, because that way you will get correct right angles, and as long as your right angles are correct, then you can do this. Let's have a look. The hydrangea set would have been nice in those colours. Oh my goodness, yes, do you remember that hydrangea set from years ago? Oh yes. If it cut out, but thank you. Oh, okay, April. What she says. Have a love-hate relationship with it. Oh, what, the Stampin' What colour purple did I use? For the main body of the flower, I used Gorgeous Grape, and then stamped Blackberry Bliss over the top, and this is the second generation of both. So that's the second generation of Highland Heather and Blackberry Bliss, and now I'm stamping Blackberry Bliss over Highland Heather. And to be fair, am I really seeing much of a difference between Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather right now? Yes, there is a slight difference. I think as it's drying, I can see more of a difference. Oh no, I've just inked that, haven't I? Right, I'll stamp that off. Because I don't want the full-blown ink on there. There we go. Right, do you guys have any more questions regarding retiring products? As I said, we will have a better idea as demonstrators what is going, but I don't think we can tell people until Monday, I think. I will double check that though, because I am certainly off to On Stage in the UK and are going to be seeing the new catalogue this weekend, which is really exciting. Also it's always a little bit scary as well, because sometimes you get your favourites going, and it's a bit of a kind of a grieving process that one has to go through as we say goodbye to some stamps. But you know, I'm learning to embrace that whole KonMari thing. You say thank you for, you know, be grateful for the joy these stamp sets have brought into your life, and you know, let them go so that they can make more space for the other ones. But that's, as I said, that's me as a demonstrator, because I am actually using stamps all the time for workshops and things. Whereas if you're just a person who loves stamping, then you don't really have that issue so much. And of course, there are lots of demonstrators out there who are mainly in it for creating and using them for their own use. So you know, there's all types of different demonstrators out there. So if you're thinking that, you know, your stamping budget is a good enough amount to sustain being a demonstrator, then you certainly will get more bang for your buck by signing up. And obviously, if you live in the UK, it would be my pleasure if you would sign up under me, and my honour, and I would just help you stretch those pennies a little bit further, if that's what you wanted to do. Anyway, I've ended up, doing a little bit of a chat about that. I didn't intend to do that, but there we go. Oh, just so pretty. Oh, just got one more little bit to do there. So this is the thing that just takes up a little bit of time. I have been known just to not use the Stamp-A-Majig and just go for it and hope it ends up in the right place. And sometimes it does. The other thing that you can do, which is quite fun, is just to use this stamp on its own or the other one on its own, which of course you can do. You don't have to use them as directed by Stampin' Up. So I'm going to just show you that now. I'm just going to clean off the Blackberry Bliss off that, so I'm not going to contaminate my, what have I got here, Highland Heather. So I'll just show you how fun it is just to do that without the other one underneath it. Isn't that cute? Right, so I'm sorry folks in the UK if you're watching this on the replay. It is past 11 o'clock at night. I really should be in bed, but I just had this urge to get creating, so I had to come on and share with you the process, because I'm not going to be editing this video. But if you want to be watching this on the fast track, as it were, on YouTube, you can do that by going going to settings and watching this a little bit faster. Okay, I need to put some more green or something else into this now. So I might bring in the soft suede, which I did say I was going to do. And get... Oh, actually, there's that gorgeous script. Oh, love this. Love this. Anytime Stampin' Up come out with a scripty stamp, I do get rather excited, because I do love a script, and a script in French as well. That's even better, because I quite like not knowing what the words say. I think sometimes it gets distracting for me to actually see English words because I'm wanting to read what they say. Whereas if it's in another language, I don't really care what it says. I just think it looks beautiful. So, right, I was a demonstrator for 2 years and was my own best customer. I had to stop for that reason. Ah, Cindy. Is this for something? Probably I'm going to turn them into bookmarks. It's not as noisy as vacuuming at 2 AM. Cool. Right. Now, I've got a feeling, I think this straight on is going to be a bit too dark. So I think I'm going to do stamping off, because... Goodness me, I can get 3. So that's actually 2, 3, the 4th impression. So I'm stamping off and then going 2, 3, 4. Oh, this makes me so happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happiness is a stamped page. Wow, and other things, but... Okay, now the splatters. Got to have some splatters. Oh my goodness, look, I'm even stamping this, what, 8 times? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good value for money, isn't it? Right. I think I'm done. So yeah, I might cut these up for making cards. If I cut it down the middle and then like that, that would make a good card, wouldn't it? I do need some more sympathy cards. I've got a craft fair coming up next weekend, and that is one of the requests that I have had, is to make more sympathy cards. I'm just going to chop off half an... No, hold on. Yes, half a centimetre from here. And the reason that is because I want to get as much as the picture of as everybody stamping with Ian. Hi, Ian! Thank you very much. As I have said in the title, warning, these are retired stamps that I'm using because I just wanted to do a bit of stamping with my favourite stamps. Sometimes we just have to do that, you know, just get our favourite stuff out and have a go. And it's been really lovely to have a go with the new colours that Stampin' Up came up with last year. So I'm just going to cut this down so it'll be ready to mount onto... Actually, I'm going to cut it halfway first, and just cut off that smidge off the end. There we go, that's a bit better. Turn that around, cut that little smidge off there. So this card will have the flowers going down that way, and then these ones will have the cards going, the flowers going from the bottom going to the top. Because of course I do have to have the French the right way round. Now I hope someone's going to have to translate this for me to make sure that it's appropriate. I'm trying to read it. I can barely read it. I just hope it doesn't say anything rude. Oh dear. Can you imagine someone buying it for somebody, you know, and it says something really rude? We can't have that, can we? Right, I'm thinking, what's a good sympathy sentiment? There is one on, what's it called? The stained glass. Oh, what's it called? What's the stained glass one called? Painted glass, that's the one. There we go, this one. Right. So my tip is, when you're placing this on the block, just make sure that the writing is parallel with the top of the block. Okay? Now, even if you put the fancy stickers on the back, it doesn't matter. You have got to make sure that the rubber, the writing is parallel. And now I'm looking at it and thinking, oh, is it parallel? Right, there we go. Okay, because that way, whenever you stamp on your card, as long as you have your block parallel to the bottom or the top of the paper, you know your sentiment is going to be the right way around. Okay, let's just test that theory out. Yep, really good. So what I'm doing now is looking for the gaps. Okay, so I'm thinking there's kind of a gap there or a gap there. I think mainly here's the gap. So I'm going to go for it. I'm just holding it down for a few seconds to allow that ink to go through. There we go. That worked. So with this one, I think the gap is around here. Just double checking I've got it the right way round. Oh no, this, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to bring this bit a bit lower because I need to sort of see over the top of it. There we go. Can tell me what other current stamp sets have sympathy, like with sympathy, or because I could do with a few more. Okay. I think purple's often used for sympathy cards, aren't they? Just going to bring this one a bit lower so I can see. Right, is that going to go? There we go. Now that one I feel needs more green on it. And that's the beauty now of just sort of sitting back and having a look at things and figuring out if more stamping needs to be done. So once you've actually cut up your one sheet wonder, there's no rule that says you can't go back in there and do more stamping. So, oh, there we go, Cindy. Good. Esther says the itty bitty. Oh, the little new itty bitty greeting set. Yeah, might do. There we go, that balances that out. I needed more green. Now this one already has plenty of green. Sunshine Sayings. Ah, yes. Now, it's been around quite a while, that stamp set, so I'm wondering if it's going to be going. Oh dear doidy, yes. And again, I want to see if that's staying before I purchase that. There we go. I think I might just do a little bit more green in this one. Ooh, Esther's sitting there with her catalogue, clearly. She's rifling through it, going, oh, golden afternoon. Golden afternoon, okay. So there we have it. Just a quick little one-sheet wonder. I know I did some of it before I came online, but thank you for the pleasure of your company. It's been lovely to see you. Of course, I'm going to be mounting these onto some other cards. Ah, there's no Sympathy and Sunshine Sayings, so it's Ian. Okay, Ian knows his stuff. Lovely. Right, lovely to see you all. And if you're watching this on the replay, sorry you didn't catch me live, but this was very, very impromptu. And I hope you've been inspired. Some of you may have these stamp sets, so if you do, you can have a play. If you don't, then I'm sure there's other current things that you can do. And then, but certainly this just goes to show the combination of current colours just work beautifully. So this is Call Me Clover with Highland Heather, with Gorgeous Grape and Blackberry Bliss with a little bit of soft suede in there, just to anchor it all down and as your neutral. Okay, right, take care for now. See you soon.